or they try to.
What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
You're now listening to Music Impulse with Smiles.
This sickle cell warrior and advocate, content creator, and an anime enthusiast. She's the founder of Geeky Girls, a collective of anime lovers who celebrate all things blurred culture. When she's not advocating for sickle cell awareness or indulging in her love for anime, she's a wife and mother of two, and also helps others look and feel their best as a Mary Kay beauty and consultant. Shamanica is a force of positivity, resilience, and creativity, and we're excited to have her on the show. Let's get it. Alright y'all, it's your boy Smiles and we back for another episode of the Music Impulse. Like I said in my intro, we got our guest Shamanica in the building, Project Sham, you know. How you doing?
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So first off, you know, we gotta get right into it. This has been a long podcast in the works. You know, I know you're a former podcaster yourself. I don't know if you still dabble here and there and whatnot at all still. I guess we just get into it for the reason why is like, you know, sickle cell awareness. One, I didn't know that September was sickle cell awareness because I'm just trying to get educated, really. I'm trying to get educated because I don't really know anybody personally that I know of that has sickle cell. But I was like, I know I've heard like over years, like different people may I know that maybe have like a parent or a relative that might have, but I was like, I don't know anybody personally that I know of besides you that has like sickle cell.
Yeah, so again, thanks. And yes, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And like Smile said, I have sickle cell. I'm 35. I live here in Dallas, Texas, born and raised. And so sickle cell, I'm going to give y'all my professional description that I give people like when I'm out and about. Sickle cell is a genetic blood mutation that causes our red blood cells to be shaped abnormally. So typically, Smiles, your red blood cells, they are perfect circle round. Mine, on the other hand, are shaped like a crescent moon or like a letter C.
Okay.
So due to that defect, right? Our blood cells do not flow properly or carry enough oxygen. So that improper flow and lack of oxygen is what causes all the complications for people with sickle cell. The main complication is typically pain, which ranges from chronic to very acute, very severe. But also people with sickle cell can have strokes, can have heart issues, organ damage, can get constant infections, fatigue, and bone damage. Like if blood runs through that part of your body, sickle cell can affect it. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
that's wild. 'Cause I know like on I guess a bigger level, the only like celebrity that I know who's ever been outspoken about it is T-Boz.
Yes, of course. So T-Boz is like my favorite person with sickle cell, right? I remember I was in 4th grade. Used to love music videos. You know, back in the day, music videos,
yes,
were everything. And so it was pop-up video. You know, they had the facts, you scrolling across.
Yeah.
And it said, T-Boz, member of Left Eye, was diagnosed with sickle cell. I believe she has sickle cell thalassemia, which is just a different genotype. But when I read that, my little 4th grade brain exploded. It's like, oh, I can be famous. I can do whatever I want to do. Yes, T-Boz is the most famous person But also, Prodigy of Mobb Deep had sickle cell as
Oh
well.
wow,
Um,
I did not know that.
yeah, you should listen to his song. You Can Never Feel My Pain. It's all about sickle
You
cell.
can never feel my pain. I'm gonna look that one up.
Paul Williams from the Temptations had sickle cell,
Okay.
and Miles Davis, the trumpet player.
Wow.
And scientists believe that King Tut had sickle cell because Egyptians, they were such geniuses and the
hmm
way they preserved bodies. I don't think they, first off, disclaimer, I don't think they should have dug up King Tut and looked at his body and all of that shit, but they did. And like the organ damage and bone damage that his mummy had is very similar to a person today with sickle cell.
Oh
And
wow.
he died relatively young. So that's why scientists believe he also had sickle cell.
Oh wow.
So yeah, a lot of times people have sickle cell and they don't really speak on it. So you probably have met other people and they just don't speak on it and they're not vocal,
Uh huh.
and you'll never know that they've been to the hospital. A lot of people carry this illness like solo. But you know me from online, and I'm the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
yeah, he's like, you're the biggest app because only other person I can really think of is I remember someone from high school. I know she used to talk about her mom having it.
yeah.
I was like, but
So
then,
that's
other than
like,
that, I was like, I don't remember anybody
yeah,
ever
that's
speaking about sickle cell.
yeah. So sickle cell advocacy is like one of my biggest passions. And speaking of T-Boz, back in 2014, I started a online challenge, like a virtual online challenge for
Okay.
sickle cell. And it was called Bold Lips for Sickle Cell.
Uh
Hashtag Bold Lips for Sickle Cell.
huh.
And the whole point was to have people wear lipstick, like their boldest color,
Uh
take a picture and put it online. One, for empowerment. Two, to encourage people to speak up
huh.
about sickle cell. And it went viral. Like, this is
Okay.
before viral was like a big
Real.
deal.
Yeah.
Like, if what happened 10 years ago happened today, I would be like on TV probably. But anywho, it went viral, and T-Boz was the very first celebrity to do the challenge and share it.
Oh
And I
wow.
was awake when she did it. Like, I saw the notification populate on my phone.
4 year old you was like
Fourth grade.
fourth grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Fourth
like,
grade.
oh
Old Monica was like, yeah.
yeah, I was screaming. It was like well after midnight, screaming. And mom was like, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm like, "T-Boz did it." So T-Boz did it. Chrisette Michelle did it. Monica did it,
Oh
and
wow.
Jordan Sparks.
Okay,
So
that's what's up. What's up? I was gonna say
and it
I'm a big
started that.
Chriselle Michelle fan myself, and I know
Oh
Jordan
yeah.
Sparks just dropped a new album last week. I gotta check it out still.
Oh, I didn't know she dropped a new album. She's very active in the sickle cell space. Jordan Sparks.
Okay.
Um, Unfortunately, she had her younger half sister passed away from sickle cell a few
Okay.
years ago, and that's what she was already in the advocate, like trying to be an advocate before her sister passed.
Mhm.
That's why she did the Bold Lips for Sickle Cell Challenge. But she stepped even bigger into the role, and I believe she teamed up with Novartis, yeah, on one of their projects. And so I actually got to meet Jordan Sparks because I worked a lot with Novartis
Okay.
during my advocacy career. So Bold Lips for Sickle Cell really is what catapulted my advocacy career and is what helped me. I've worked with all the pharmaceutical companies that have a drug for sickle cell on market right now. To me, that's a big flex. Like,
Yeah, cause I was like,
yeah.
I see you always like talking to some group or traveling and doing stuff. So I'm like, yo, she is out here just doing this thing like big time.
Yeah. But like this year, 2024, I've decided to like step back from the national scene
Mhm.
and really focus here at home because one, that's exhausting, like the national level that I was on.
Mhm.
Two, I'm married now and have
Yeah.
a toddler, my 3-year-old son and my 13-year-old daughter. So I'm happy that my local advocacy career is starting to pick up, um, and hopefully I can, the impact I made nationally, I want to make that right here in Dallas because, yeah, we need it. Like the medical space as it relates to sickle cell in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is really ugly right now. And like in Fort Worth,
Mhm.
there's no adult sickle cell providers accepting patients.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And this is not on the news or anything, but it's on Music Impulse. So it's stereotyped as a black illness. Oh, only black people get sickle cell. That's the stereotype. That's the common belief. But that's not true. It's just predominantly black people, like mostly black people. The second largest population with sickle cell in America is Hispanic people.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, they're the second largest. And because of that, we need more black and brown donors. Black people are the smallest percentage of blood donors. But if more black people donated blood, more people with sickle cell could be matched quicker. I have friends who wait upwards to a week to find a match because the blood is weird and it builds up all these different antibodies and stuff. But if we have more of us, black people, donating red blood cells, regular blood, and then platelets, we could save a lot of lives, like literally. And like I said, with sickle cell, most black people are unaware of how common sickle cell is. It is the most common genetic disorder present at birth.
Oh,
period.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because
know that.
sickle cell, some genetic disorders, it don't onset to your 5, or it onset at 10, or it onset as an adult. But sickle cell is there the day you're born. So then, most people don't know that. We're still considered a rare disease because the estimate is 100,000, and in America, if the population is less than 100,000, you're rare. But we also don't have a registry. They don't know how many people have sickle cell. They don't really keep track of us like that. Every other major disease has one registry, and sickle cell, we don't have that yet. So
that's
it's
wild.
just like they do us so dirty. And so 1 in 13 black people have sickle cell traits. I mean, you carry the genetic trait to have a child with sickle cell. So if your partner also has sickle cell traits, you and that partner have a 25% chance, so like 1 in 4 chance of having a kid with sickle cell each pregnancy. Not just overall, but every time two people with sickle cell trait have a baby, it's a roll of a dice that their baby will most likely or could possibly have sickle cell. So that's another reason why it's important for us to know, our sickle cell trait status. And I believe the number for Hispanics is like 1 in every 300 or so have the trait. That's still pretty high.
Yeah.
So, still pretty high. And so it's very common. And unfortunately, one of my jobs as an advocate is I've been hit up by, I've lost count on how many parents who I don't even have touch, I'm not even in contact with anymore, but have reached out to me and was like, hey, my baby has sickle cell, and I Googled it, and you popped up, and I just wanted to hit you up and ask you some questions.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like on Facebook. Like I've had that conversation with a lot of parents. And my first bit of advice to them is, first, give yourself grace. And second, let your kid be a kid. Like, don't put them in a bubble and think just because they have sickle cell, they can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, let them be kids. Like, I tell them that off top. And that, I think, is a sigh of relief for them. And I go into like all the stuff I've accomplished, and like I feel for me that helps them, because as a parent, I can only imagine how it would feel for them to walk in and say your baby has this lifelong disease that there's no cure for yet. So,
because I know even just from seeing you on social media, is like, yeah, you'll have those times where you're like, hey, I've been in the hospital, but then when you're not, it's like you active, like hey, I'm
in these streets.
Yeah, that's what I was like, and you're like, hey, I'm outside.
Period.
Even that, I know you were also just telling me like there's some new like curative options for people with sickle cell, and can you speak about some of those things like that?
Yeah, so the OG of curative options for sickle cell is a bone marrow transplant.
Okay.
And with a bone marrow transplant, you need a donor. It's ideal if the donor is a full blood sibling, but everybody don't have that. So they also you can also donate bone marrow. A lot of people don't know that as well, and that's an important registry to be on. So that's an avenue people with sickle cell can get cured, but it's also not available to every patient. So the new stuff that is now FDA approved is gene therapy.
Okay, I've heard of gene therapy.
Yeah, so basically what they are doing is they go in and they cut out the bad sickle cell gene and they copy the good gene in place of it.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you don't need a donor. You're your own donor. They withdraw from you, edit your stuff in a lab, and then transplant you with your own stuff.
Okay.
And there's two therapies on the market. One is called Casgevy, and one is called Lyfgenia. And one is made by Bluebird Bio, and the other was made by Pfizer. Bluebird and Pfizer. That's the current option. Like you said, like I said, I know. I worked with both of those companies. So with Pfizer, the original company was Bluebird Bio. But when their first drug made it to market, they were dissolved into Pfizer. So now Pfizer is running the sickle cell stuff.
Okay.
But with Bluebird Bio, I worked with them from the very beginning till they got the drug Oxbryta. The drug is Oxbryta.
Okay.
When I first started working with them, it was just the study name. And then I was able to work and see it to market. And it became Oxbryta. But once Oxbryta made it to market, GBT dissolved into Pfizer.
Okay.
But no, those are the success I've seen. And with those, like I said, you are your own donor. But just like bone marrow, you still have to go through chemo and isolation. And you risk infertility because of all the radiation and stuff. But it's working. You know, the first kid they did it first on a kid, and he's okay, he's up, he's thriving, he doesn't have sickle cell anymore.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited, you know. I haven't decided to go through with it, even though there is a site here in Dallas. So if you're listening and you are a person with sickle cell or a parent, Medical City Dallas does have a site where you can undergo the gene therapy.
When you say like you're working with these companies, so what's like the type of work do they ask you to do when they call you?
So pretty much it's consulting on their studies. In the past, like sickle cell could have had a lot of medical advancements, but the healthcare field was not bringing patients in. You know, So they would just create some shit thinking it would work for us, and then they wonder why nobody's taking it. So the companies caught on, and they started bringing in patient advocates to first tell their story about sickle cell, like because some of these people didn't even know a person that existed with sickle cell; they just know the science of it. So if you don't know the people and only the science, you know, with cancer, everyone knows somebody with cancer.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to put a face to while you're doing the research. So the first thing the companies would do was they would bring us in and we would share our patient journeys with them. And then from there, we basically helped them build or frame their studies.
Okay.
What type of questions they should ask, shouldn't ask, what they should keep in mind, what they shouldn't keep in mind, you know. And then once the studies are built, I would also help with promoting the studies because Bolus for sickle cell had a big following and these pharmaceutical companies had no following. So we were like gatekeepers. That's how I felt, the gatekeepers of information.
So they like, oh yeah, like if she can promote our stuff and all that, maybe we can, you know, get a good headway and leadway and, you know, more popularity and things like that.
Yeah, and that's what happened. And a lot of these companies have formed, like employees from these companies have formed lasting bonds with sickle cell patients in the advocacy space. Like I myself have a really close friend that I met through at consulting for the pharmaceutical company she worked for. So
okay, that's dope. That's dope.
It's like very impactful when people are in this space for the right reasons. It's impactful to their lives. I love that we get to make these types of impacts in people who otherwise would have no clue about sickle cell.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Also, I know, like for me, who's kind of learned a little bit more is, which is what made me want to reach out to you in the first place was, you know, the recent Netflix show, Supercell.
Oh, Supercell, yeah.
So I know, like people like myself were learning more about sickle cell. I know they inserted like some health facts and things like that into the show, but
you were wrong.
Oh, well, okay. We got to get into that. So,
Only like I could think of one that was wrong, but I don't want to take away from how dope and amazing the show is for people with sickle cell.
yeah, because I know, like, even just checking out the shows, just because it being superhero stuff and black people, I was like,
hell yeah.
oh, black superhero show? I was like, it might be trash, but my man from the BMF shows on there. That's what made me want to. I was like, my man from the BMF shows on there. So I was like, let me check out. But what were your thoughts? And then you can also mention any of the stuff that you said that you kind of noticed, like discrepancies and stuff.
So I don't beat me up. I haven't finished the show.
Oh no,
I'm not a big show person. As you know, my life pretty much revolves around watching anime these days. But I did watch the first couple of episodes, and I do love that they depict us as superheroes, because honestly, that's what we are. Like, to be able to live in the amount of pain we live in every day makes us superhuman. I don't care what nobody says. And so, like, as a kid, I always connected to X-Men, the mutants, because they all have genetic mutations. So I thought this was perfect. And the one thing the reason why I said something was wrong is because the mom has sickle cell, right? And she's in the hospital when they're first telling her about the place she can go for people with sickle cell.
Yeah.
And she's like, but my son doesn't have the trait or anything. That's impossible. That's impossible. If the mom has sickle cell, the kid is going to have the trait. Period.
Yeah, okay.
Now, if the dad has sickle cell, it's a possibility. But the mama, no other way around it. So that's the only thing that us sickle cell nerds was like, what the hell? How is that possible? Like, a lot of people were stuck on that for a little bit. But, like, I also like how it shows that we're treated like trash in the hospital. And that's why a place just for us sounded so appealing, you know? So I think it's a great show. I'm super salty that the 1 year that I missed the annual sickle cell convention, Rap Man, the creator of the show, still was there. How the hell did y'all have him there when y'all know I wasn't gonna be there? And I've never missed one.
You like the 1 year I miss it.
I was like, oh boy, the balcony, raggedy. But yeah, I was excited for everybody who got to meet him and to just hear why he made the show. Like, it was touching for me because he doesn't have sickle cell.
Okay.
So when people who don't have the illness do this, use their big ass platform to elevate what we go through, you can't do nothing but love it. Now, like I said, don't beat me up for not finishing, but that's just a me thing. Like, the show got to grab me in quick for me to finish it. And this is going to sound really weird, but the UK accents kind of grinds my gears. That's why I had to stop watching Top Boy, because Top Boy is such a good show. But
that's what I've heard, but I was like, again, I'm kind of the same way like you was, like the accents, because I've been watching a lot of trashy TV, but like I watched The Love Is Blind UK recently, and I'm just like, it's like
it sounds cool when it's like on TV and like one character of the whole show has the accent,
but when everybody,
or if you meet that one person, but to hear them all in their natural setting, it's like, oh my.
Yeah, because that's how super. I'm like, I don't get, what are y'all saying, huh? And it's like, and I know like it's not y'all's job to make us understand, but I'm like,
right,
I don't understand.
Yeah, don't shoot us. We still love y'all, and I'm still very grateful for the show.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna watch season 2 when it come out. I was like, I can't wait.
yeah, but no, it's dope. And like I said, people with sickle cell are superheroes. Like, most of us we call ourselves sickle cell warriors, sickle cell soldiers. So like, you have to have a tough mental and spiritual to get through life with this shit.
Okay, let's have a fun question. If you were to actually be a superhero, what 2 superpowers would you like to have?
Okay, I get to get 2?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. One is telekinesis.
Yeah, right? Telekinesis, yeah.
Yeah, that, and I really think I would want like super strength.
Okay.
Hulk level strength. But I want to still look like me. I don't want to be big like the Hulk. But if I have telekinesis, that might not be needed So other than that, I would want to be able to like.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Neezy here. I wanted to make sure that y'all go and get your Naturally Nay Instant Moisture Duo. That's right, you know this Instant Moisture Duo can be used on braids, locks, twists, beards, and all of your natural hair. The moisturizer is all natural ingredients. One of our key ingredients, aloe vera. You know, aloe vera is really great for your scalp. And our oil blend is a mixture of the best oils that you can use to promote hair growth and give your hair a good shine and overall just a natural glow. So you're getting 2 amazing products. Make sure you go to inaudibleruckus.com/naturallynay. And also you can follow us on Instagram at naturally_nay, NAEE.
Move really fast or phase through stuff.
Okay.
Like, have you seen Jumper?
Yeah, I actually just watched it again recently.
Yeah, I need that power with telekinesis.
Yeah, that'd be fire. Do you remember when we were kids? Did you ever watch the show Beetleborgs?
I did watch Beetleborgs.
The little girl, how she was the one with the strength.
Yeah, but she was small.
Yeah.
Bad. What was the song? Bad.
What was it? Oh, Big Bad Beetleborg. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Netflix a while back, and I turned it on. I was like, "Oh my goodness, this shit looks horrible," and turned it off. The quality was trash. I said, "We didn't know better back then."
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know, back then we was just watching any and everything that was like superhero kid, and then
Power Rangers.
and again, because I've learned from like doing like research and seeing the history for a lot of those shows was that was made by like Saban and stuff. They got popular or got the green light to be made was because of Power Rangers. Like because Power Rangers had this successful season, Saban got green light to do a show like Beetleborgs, or it was another show that was called like Turn the Noga or something like that. It was like, yeah, and it was like medieval time knights or whatever that got powers, but they all got pretty much greenlit because Saban got greenlit from like successful Power Ranger season, but a lot of them just didn't go on to have like 1 or 2 seasons because they're like, hey, we can't keep putting all this money into this because they ain't really that popular, so we're just gonna cut y'all and go back to putting the money back into Power Rangers.
Power Rangers is the best one.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't the pink Power Ranger.
Okay. You was out there with a pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's the first movie I ever saw in theaters too. Power Ranger movie.
Yeah, I actually just showed my girl the opening scene of the movie because I was telling her how I was like, yeah, I always wanted to jump out of a plane, and she was like, why? I was like, the Power Rangers movie. She was like, the Power Rangers movie. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, hold on, wait. I was like, let's go to YouTube. I was like, see? I was like, this scene. I was like, when they jumped off the plane, I was like, for some reason, ever since I saw that as a kid, I was like, yo, I want to jump. I was like, I know I can't, be on like the surfboard or whatever, like Tommy. And I was like, but I've always just wanted to jump out of a plane for that reason.
I would go skydiving.
Yeah.
No, yeah. But I would not go bungee jumping. But I'll jump out of it.
Yeah, so I ain't doing no bungee jumping. I ain't doing no bungee jumping because I think about Fresh Prince when I see that.
It's just like
Hillary, will you marry?
Trevor.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, also you're a big anime blurred. Let's go into one. How do you remember like you're the first anime that made like really piqued your interest?
So actually, it's not like anime just piqued my interest. No, I started dating my husband. He wasn't my husband yet, of course.
Yeah.
But he loves anime, right?
Okay.
He watches it pretty much all day. And so we were dating, and he would like hold off from watching it. But once he got comfortable with me, I could tell he couldn't hold off as much. And so I just saw it as, I need to give this shit a try because I like this dude. And if I don't give it a try, it's going to be a problem. Like, if I just stay, like, annoyed by it, it's going to be a problem. So the first one I watched, One Punch Man.
Okay, good one.
And that's a good one to get me in. And then we started Seven Deadly Sins. And I really liked that one. And then from there, he just kept them coming. So, yeah. That's how anime found me. And now I'm like knee deep into it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, you were like, you always talking about anime on social media. Like even my girl, she was. We talked about how at first she was like, yeah, so I didn't think like you would like me. She was like, because I don't know nothing about anime. Because I used to talk about watching anime, like, oh yeah, I'm watching this and I'm watching that, and she was like, yeah. So at first I was like, I don't know if you'll like really like me. She's like, because I don't know. She's like, I know, like I hear like stuff that like my kids talk about at school, because she works at a school. She was like, you know, like. I know about Pokemon. She's like, the Naruto and things like that. She was like, but I don't like know like no characters,
I don't know enough.
Yeah, so she was like, I don't know. She was like, but once it was, I forgot what it was called. It was kind of like a lovey-dovey anime that was on Netflix.
Slice of life.
Yeah. Where like the dude, you might have seen it. I can't think of the name of it, but the girl was having dreams or whatever, and her powers were coming like in the dreams, and then like she was supposed to marry this guy who like he went through like a bunch of wives or whatever. But basically he fell in love with her, and all that, but it was like a little sappy, like and my girl, she likes watching like Korean shows, so we watched it in
so I don't watch a lot of romance anime.
Okay.
I like shonen.
Yeah, it's like
action.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm more of a action person, but I knew because of because I heard watch like in the Korean dramas. I was like this might be like a good like.
But I love Fruits Basket, which is considered a romance.
Yes, I like Fruits Basket.
Life. I really like that one.
I like, was it?
I cry like a baby.
Quintuplets, septuplets. I like that one.
The quintessential quintuplets.
Yes. Oh, I love that one.
I've never checked it out, but as you see, I know the name of it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I love that one.
It's so much anime, it's hard to watch everything.
Yeah.
But I think you should know what my favorite anime is if you're my friend online. Most people do, just from how much I talk about it.
I see you post a lot about Naruto.
No, Naruto is in my top, but my top is One Piece. I'm one of those.
Oh yeah, you do post a lot about One Piece too. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really gotten that far. Like, cause I started it, which talking to one of my friends about how I just ran through all of what did I just run through? Fairy Tail. I literally just ran through all of
it.
Yeah, just to catch, because I know they got the news.
To the news that just dropped.
Yep, I was like, because I wanted to watch that. I literally ran through all of it, because I had stopped watching it after a while. So like the first maybe like 100 episodes, so I already knew. But I was talking to a friend about that, and he was like, "But you won't watch One Piece?" He was like, "Bro."
Right.
He was like,
"Because I haven't got through all of Fairy Tail yet. I started it, and I don't know. Like I can't keep paying attention, so I keep stopping it."
Yeah, like, cause my friend was like, "Bro, if you can sit there and do that through Fairy Tail," he was like, "and you pretty much knew the first episode, and you ran through all of it just to watch a new series. Why don't you just do that with One Piece?" He was like, "Just dedicate the time." He was like, "You know, because I'm unemployed right now." He was like, "You got the time." And he's not much of a reality show TV person, so he was just like, "Yo, like that's better than watching that trashy reality TV show stuff."
Well, I'm with your friend because I don't watch reality TV either at all, really. But I hate when people say, "Oh, it's too long, it's too many episodes," and I'm like, "That's what you want in anime.
Yeah,
you want a lot of episodes because right now I'm sitting here desperate for a new season of Fire Force, and we don't know when we're gonna get it.
Right.
But with One Piece, it's still going. It's still going. We ain't got to worry about that because it's still going."
And he did get me hyped by he told me to check out these episodes from when they like changed up the art style, and it was like the time skip. I saw that. I was like, oh. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of after the time skip, and they like met up somewhere like a bar or whatever, and I was like, oh, this shit look lit. I was like, it's characters I don't know who they are, but he was like, bro, he was like, I'm telling you, he was like, just go ahead and get to it.
Yeah, and from that point on, like shit gets very real because they take a 2-year break from each other, like the whole crew, and so for 2 years they're all focused on training. and so they all meet back up at the place they got separated, and that's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
I can't say the word. It's like archipelago. That's where they was meeting up at. So
Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of that. I was like, okay. I was like, I can't go any further because I need to know, like, because it's characters on here that I don't even know because I know where I stopped at.
If you don't know, where did you stop in your journey?
It was a little bit after they got Chopper.
Oh, Choppy, he's my favorite.
Yeah, because he's my favorite. Because I was like, I love when Chopper get big. Like,
yeah, and he's so cute. That means you ain't really seen shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You ain't seen no real action yet.
So I was like, I'm excited to really get back into it, especially now they also got the live action show.
And the live action is fire.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, this first season was pretty dope.
Yes, I can't wait for the second season.
Speaking about like with the anime, I know you recently went to DreamCon. What was that experience like? I went to the Dallas one like a few years ago, and I thought that was pretty dope. So I was like to see that you went to the one down there. It was Austin this year. And then seeing everybody that was there, because I saw like, cause me and my girl likes the Patrick Cloud guy. She watches his podcast.
I didn't get to meet none of those cool people. My husband met Patrick Cloud. He got a picture and everything.
Oh, he might have been in the vlog because me and my girl just watched his vlog. Podcast co-host Persephone going through them.
See, my husband knows, he listens to a lot of different podcasts. He knew more of the influencers and streamers there than I did because I'm not into gaming, so I don't really know any streamers.
Yeah, I'm not into gaming at all.
But it was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was overwhelming with the first day. It was just so many people. That's the biggest con I've ever been to. And so yeah, I had like a mini I don't know what to call it, but I was super annoyed for like the first 20 minutes of being there because it was just so...
Yeah, anxiety.
Yeah, and I was looking for an influencer that I wanted to meet. His name online is Keats. Mm-hmm. Keats Did It is his TikTok name, but he makes like anime rap and funny videos and stuff. So I did get to meet him. I did not get to meet my senpai. That's who I wanted to really meet. But it was dope. My cosplays, we had fun cosplaying. Me and my daughter did Team Rocket. Yeah, I was Jessie, she was James. And then I did the Rock Lee cosplay, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And then the last day, I was Conan. Why is her name going blank? Yes, Conan said. But the last day I was Conan from Katsuki from Naruto. So listening to that lineup, it do sound like I'm a bigger Naruto fan than One Piece. But Rock Lee is one of my favorite characters because, he don't have any of the powers that the other ninjas have, but he still can rock shit. So.
Yeah, because I like when he opened them gates.
Yeah. I feel like they did him dirty in writing. Like, I feel, in my opinion, he was poorly written because they took him out the game really early. Mm-hmm. But I guess that's also realistic since he didn't have any of the other powers. I don't know, but I love him and he's my favorite. Again, I relate to him because of me having sickle cell, so that makes me not as powerful as my friends and other healthy humans. Yeah, so like all my favorite characters I can relate to in a certain way, or they just touch my heart in a certain way. So
yeah, that's dope. Actually, go into you have a group, Geeky Girls. Speak about this this group and how this came to be. And I know you said you actually have an event coming up soon.
Yes. So Geeky Girls Dallas, that's our name on Facebook. It's a group. We also have a like page. But it came to be because, like I said, anime is somewhat still new to me. I started watching in 2019. So none of my friends prior to that point watch anime, like, at all. And I have not influenced them yet either. So I didn't have any friends, lady friends, to talk to about anime. Like, it just was, like, I needed a friend who could relate to this part of me. Mm-hmm. So that's why I created the group. And shout out to my co-founder, JoJo. I connected with her in a group we were in prior to starting our own group. Mm-hmm. But it's like God and JoJo is like an answered prayer which is like the missing person of my friend group.
Uh-huh.
We are so much alike. It's weird, but that's why we started the group, Geeky Girls, and we're almost at 400 members. We had 400 members over it, but to like maintain the community that we're building, we do a sweep every 3 months.
Okay.
So we went from 418 to like 490. I mean, 418 to like 390-ish. So we're at 395 now. But yeah, it's a group for girls, women who are into anime, gaming, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, any other like nerdy type of shit. And we talk about all of that. It's not just anime. Most people think it's just anime, but no, I just like anime the most. But my admins, they all are gamers. They all can talk about all the other stuff as well. And we host events. That's the whole purpose of it, is to meet like-minded people and then hang out with them. So we've had a karaoke meetup event. We've had a brunch meetup event. We've done like the Granada, the Sundown at the Granada has anime night on Sundays.
Oh,
We've met up there a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, that's free. Every Sunday night, 7 p.m., the Granada on Greenville, the rooftop has free anime night.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you should. And so we are hosting on October 25th, 2024. We are hosting the Geeked Up Halloween party at Creators Don't Die. Yeah, you get it. That's the vibe we going for. And we partnered with a few other local blur groups. This first group, their name is long. It's the Metroplex Anime Social Club. It is a all men's group on Facebook that is like the brother group to Geeky Girls.
Okay.
And then we are partnering with the Excursion Nerds. That's a newer group, but that group focuses on planning trips and events for nerds and blurs.
Okay,
and
okay, I get it. Excursion.
Okay. Yeah, they actually have a cruise early next year, and they also are starting to plan a trip to Japan for next year as well. So if you want to get in on some great trips that are being planned, join that group. And then we also have the Trap Anime Podcast.
Hey, that's on fire.
On this. Yeah, he you should definitely meet him. And he's going to be live streaming while there, the podcast while there. So yeah, it's October 25th. The tickets are on Eventbrite. They're $25. It's going to be food trucks, other food, vendors, alcohol, music. Oh, and a costume contest. So the best female, the best male, and best couple will win a prize.
Okay.
And yeah, like, we're ready to turn up. Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I had to host a party.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I know me and my girl, we're going to, actually on Halloween, we're going to the Wale concert on Halloween.
Me and my husband wanted to go to that. I think I saw you at the last Wale concert when he was here.
Yeah, you might have.
But it's on actual Halloween, and with Halloween being my favorite holiday, I want to go trick-or-treating with my kids instead of a concert. So that's the only reason we not going to be at that concert.
Yeah, because my girl's, one of her best friends is actually a Wale fan too. And my girl's never been to a Wale concert, but she don't really do concerts in general. She was like, yeah, so I'd probably maybe been to like a couple concerts before I met you. And since she's met me, she's been to probably 5.
Oh yeah, I had never really been to concerts before meeting my husband, but it's not because I didn't want to. Like, I bought J. Cole tickets twice before and got sick both times and had to miss my man twice. But I saw him when he came to Dallas last, and we did go to Dreamville Fest. So we saw him there.
Yeah, I would love to go to Dreamville Fest, but I'm like, I don't know about doing all that traveling, because I traveled once for a concert, and it was cool. I went to go to the Janet Jackson concert in Atlanta, but because I'm a big Ludacris fan, and the person I went with caused me to miss Ludacris, and so I was pretty sorry.
Dreamville Fest was super dope. Like, and we're going again next year. If you want to go, like, we are trying to go with a group. We feel like it'd be more fun with a group. But it's really dope. I enjoyed it. Like, Tizo Touchdown. That's how I discovered him, because of Dreamville Fest, and now he's like my favorite. And yeah, I thought I was gonna cry while he was performing. So
Damn.
yes, man, my husband recorded. I was like, oh my god, don't ever post this. This was a personal moment. You recorded. I look like I'm at church and shit. It's so funny. But Tizo is an amazing performer, and Dreamville Fest was really fun and just a real dope vibe. Everybody was on like good energy, except for the Barbs kind of was fighting over in their section. But
wow.
you know, that's the Barbs. But yeah, it was real cool. Like I can't wait to go again.
Oh, this is dope.
I can't wait to go to DreamCon again. We're going to that next year too.
Yeah, because I think it was what, Houston next year.
Yeah, they should have kept it in Austin though. That shit, 6th Street, best clubbing experience of my life was 6th Street this year.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll have to see about going to that next year too. But yeah, I know you mentioned like you like Tizo Touchdown. I've heard his name before, but I've never listened to his music. So I just wanted to see what is it about this guy that makes you love him so much.
oh my goodness. So Tizo, to me, he's not a rapper. He's not a singer. He is an artist, a musician, an artist. His music is nostalgic to me because it's very rock based. And so in high school, I was a big into punk rock. I listened to that kind of music way more than hip hop and stuff, and I got teased for it. So like when I listened to him, I was like, man, why he couldn't have been out when I was in high school, like a black person making this kind of music? It would have made me look normal or whatever. But no, like his music, the first song I heard from him was Familiarity, and I was like, he kind of give me a Prince vibe. So like the vibe I get from him, if you listen to it with an open mind, don't go into it all judgmental and shit, you can hear the Prince and Rick James inspiration. Those are his two biggest inspirations.
Okay.
And you're gonna get so many different genres in one song. He give you like 2 songs in one every single time. So yeah.
Okay.
He's just super talented, super dope. And he's like in his 30s and just now getting this big. And I'm like, shit, he's been making music. I hate that I'm just now finding out, but like I went back and listened to his old music and just to see the growth. And like he said, like artists, people, all you need is people to believe in you, and you can reach the heights you're meant to reach. That from what I get from his music, a lot of people don't make it because they don't have people that believe in them.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Neezy here. I wanted to make sure that y'all go and get your Naturally Nay Instant Moisture Duo. That's right, you know this Instant Moisture Duo can be used on braids, locks, twists, beards, and all of your natural hair. The moisturizer is all natural ingredients. One of our key ingredients, aloe vera. You know aloe vera is really great for your scalp. And our oil blend is a mixture of the best oils that you can use to promote hair growth and give your hair a good shine and overall just a natural glow. So you're getting 2 amazing products. Make sure you go to inaudibleruckus.com/naturallynay. And also you can follow us on Instagram at naturally_nay, NAEE.
And he didn't let that stop him, even though he didn't really make it till 30, 31. And in a lot of people's opinion, that's old.
Me and my friends were talking about 2 Chainz. It was like, yeah, it's like people who don't know, like 2 Chainz was Titty Boy before he changed his name. It was like he was considered old, so he's not really considered part of like that class of like Wale and J. Cole and Meek Mill. I was like, even though he came out around that time as them popping off. It was like, but because of his age, they like, he was kind of old.
Yeah. He was old when he hit the scene, but man, 2 Chainz one of the first concerts I really went to, and I loved it.
Yeah, so I seen him twice. Yeah, because once was the Club Paradise tour. That Drake had where he brought out like 2 Chainz, French Montana, Meek Mill. Who else was on there?
I've never seen Drake yet.
Yeah, that was the only time I seen it. And then I seen 2 Chainz when he did, I can't can't remember. I think, or did him and Wayne do a tour? I can't. It's starting to blur. But I was like, I know I've seen him twice since I've been here in Dallas.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And then another dude you mentioned was somebody named Zach Fox.
Yes. So Zach Fox, he's actually an actor, and he's on Abbott Elementary. If anybody watches, he plays the main character's boyfriend on Abbott Elementary.
The one to be making the silly kid songs.
Yes.
He's like a oh wow.
Yeah, he's actually a rapper too, and actually YouTube just put his music like in my algorithm. So I was chilling, doing what I do late at night, listening to music, and the first song of his that came on is called FAFO.
Mm-hmm.
So FAFO. I don't know if you're supposed to say it or spell it, but I was like, you know what? I don't know who the hell this is. I was like, I don't really know who this is, but I'm really effing with this song. And FAFO stands for fuck around and find out.
Okay.
So like that's what he's saying on the chorus. And then the next song of his came on and it's called Dummy. And like the beat alone just like grabbed me, because like, so I love music, and not just for the lyrics, but like for the production, the beat, like everything, the cadence of the rap and all of that. So I was like, okay, I love this beat and I like how he's using it. So I just kept listening to all the other songs, and yeah, he's been like in rotation ever since. Like I really fucks with the kid.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check him out. I was like, he actually a real rapper out here.
Yeah, he from Atlanta.
Okay.
And like I read an article. So when I like people, right, musicians, that's what they do to me. I go and like look at interviews and read articles. And about them.
I'm the same way. Like if I like something, I'm about to go do a whole deep dive.
And I want to make sure they're worth liking, because if I watch you and you an asshole in your interview, then I'm not really gonna like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I read an article that he really don't relate to the character he's playing at all. So listening to his music, I'm like, I see why. So yeah, like so. Other than J. Cole, those are like my two current favorite people at the moment that I listen to on a very regular basis. But another thing, this is another credit to Tizo. My mama don't like nobody music, but she loves Tizo music. She's like, he's so different. He's so talented. He just got a nice vibe.
Okay.
My mama, she don't like nobody. Like, and this is not an exaggeration. She don't like nobody. But Tizo, she'll tell me to put it on. So yeah.
Baby, put that Tizo on. I like him.
Yeah. So and that is something beautiful for me, because me and my mom has never really truly agreed on music style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like I said, growing up, I was more into rock and punk rock, and let people in the project say white people music. Mm-hmm. And so my mama was not into any of that, so I've never been able to bond with her through music, except for Erykah Badu. She's the reason why I love Erykah Badu, but yeah. So
like past that, it was another.
Yeah, this is like feeding my inner child, because he's making the same type of music, but it's not the exact type. So it's like 13-year-old me riding in the car with my mama, and not 35-year-old. Really
yeah, that's dope. That's dope, because it's like, yo, you giving like a bond between me and my mom that, like, you giving, like you said, besides Erykah Badu, we really didn't have.
Yeah, and I love music, and typically in the car, she'll complain about everything I'm playing, and I take that shit personal, because you're talking about stuff I love, lady.
Mm-hmm. I know the feeling. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, no, like, this is fire.
Right. That's the biggest way to piss me off, is to say some music I like is trash, because I don't listen to trash music.
I was like, especially because a lot of times I'm probably gonna play some stuff that only like from that artist that I wrote, like a J. Cole. Like, yeah, it's like I might play like a couple of the hits, but I'm gonna play like some deep cuts.
Yeah, like his real shit, and he do a deep cut at every show. He be like, I always like to do a deep cut to see who really fucking with me.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you ain't rocking with this, like what's going on? Like,
yeah, and then but Tizo is the same way. He do one of his old songs, and he say, I don't want to say that I'm doing this for my day one, because today could be your day one. But if you've been rocking with me for a long time, just sing along if you know the words, and he'll do the song, which is 100 Drums.
Mm.
That's the song that made him like go viral and like get attention. So, and it's to Fallout Boy. So he
Okay.
used a Fallout Boy cover, but it's a song about like basically about gun violence.
Oh, wow.
So
That's dope. That's
dope
dope.
song.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
So if you want to start at 100 Drums and then go from there. That's the song that got him started with fame, and then just go from there.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have to give him a chance and check him out and get back to you.
Let me know.
Before we wrapped up, we both mentioned it. You know, you're already married. Me about to be married this coming November 22nd.
Yeah.
Shout out to my baby. So, what would you say is 3 things you love about your husband and 2 things that you either learned about yourself or that you've gotten better at since meeting him?
Okay, those are really good questions. So 3 things I love about my husband. One is that he is like a true provider. Like, I'm not saying he buy me any and everything I want, but like he literally, no matter how tired he is, he's gonna get up, go to work, and then also show up for the family and family stuff without complaining, you know? So I love that about him, because in the past, you know, you get people and they complain about everything. And the second thing I love about him, even before we had kids, I saw how family oriented he was, and like how he was such a great uncle to his nieces and nephews. And I'm like, oh, that's good traits to have. And so now he's like the super proud dad with our son, and he's super supportive and present with my daughter. So that's the second thing. And the third thing I love about my husband is that he balances me out. I'm the extra one in the relationship, and he's the calm, cool, you know, level-minded one. So he brings like a sense of balance to me. So those are the 3 things I love about my husband. And what was the other question? 2 things
that he's either made you better about, or the 2 things that you've learned about yourself since being with him.
Okay, so I've always been spoiled, right? My whole life been spoiled, and I used to get really hangry, like violent hangry.
Dang. Like violent.
And like so growing up, like once that started happening, it was like my young adulthood on up. Everybody would just tolerate it, or they like break their neck to get me food, and I didn't have to correct the behavior at all. But I met him, and like maybe the second or third time of me pulling my hangry shit, he was like, "Listen, we not gonna work if you keep acting like this." He was like, "I understand you hungry. Either A, say something, or B, don't let yourself get this hungry. But it's not nobody's fault you hungry but yours, and I'm not gonna tolerate you acting like this." And I was like,
okay. She said, "Okay, put me in my place."
right. Nobody had ever did that. So, like, hearing him say that out loud made me realize, you know what, Shmonica, you are a bit much at times. You know, you can tone it down a little bit. So, so yeah, that, and like, really, like before I got with him, I was in a relationship, and that relationship ended. And in my prior relationships, I was always the leader and wore the pants and was the strong one in the relationship. And in this relationship, I haven't had to be that. And so he's helped me see like the importance of like stepping back and letting him lead and letting him handle the situation. In the past, that's something I never would have done, but he also demonstrated that he knows how to handle the situation, so I can just shut up and not do it. And like, so a lot of people would say he, you know, when you want to get deep, he took me out of my masculine energy and set me into my feminine energy.
Okay,
So,
yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love that. Yeah, I was like, I'm excited about getting married because having deep we're currently right now in the middle of our we're going into our our third week for marriage counseling. We're doing like a 12-week marriage counseling course through Concord Church.
Oh, that's where I go to church. Are y'all doing Made to Last? Or
Yeah.
Is it,
Oh no.
or
CSI.
CSI?
Yeah, CSI.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy.
Yeah, because one of her friends did it a couple years ago, and then even though I don't go to Concord, but I knew like my sister goes there. I got a cousin that goes there.
I love Concord.
And then I
My
know at least a
favorite.
couple of frat brothers that go there. So I looked into the class. I did my little research and all that because she was like, hey, yes, we want to do this. She was like, but I don't want to stress over looking into all that. She was like, I'm gonna let you handle the research
Right.
into finding us a course, a class, whatever it is we need to do. And so when I was like one of our like final like 2 or 3 options, and I was like really going into it, I was just like, all right, we're gonna go with
That's a good one.
go with the Concord one. Went and signed us up and everything. Like she was even saying, and she was like, yeah, she's like, he handled all that, signing us up, paying for it. She was like, he just told me, hey, just show up.
Yeah. No, it's a good course. I didn't do the course. We didn't do the course, but it is something that I would have liked to do. But my husband is not very open to church-led activities. And that's something I'm praying on. But I go to Concord. I love it. And I love Pastor Carter and First Lady Carter's ministry. And yeah, I think y'all are going to do great, because it is a very great and successful program at the church.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like so because last week was like the first real like lesson. The first week was just like kind of introductory type stuff.
Yeah.
But last week was about communication, and I was like, oh yeah, like because we were talking about how we'd never been into an argument before, but even just the sessions, like the little like one-on-ones that they made us each couple do. We were like, oh, there are some things that we kind of need to touch on, like because like one was about just me just speaking up more when like I'm either upset or just like not feeling well, because like the day before I was feeling sick and I kind of like didn't say anything like about not eating.
Brushed it off.
And so like when we did finally go eat, I was like, ugh, I was like, I don't feel good, and I threw up. And so so when we talked about the next day, she was like, yes, like the fact that you said afterwards, like, yeah, you hadn't been feeling well for like a few hours or like a little bit. She was like, why didn't you say something? I need you to speak up, because like she was like, oh yeah, let's go get the car clean, let's go do this. She was like, if you would have just said something early on, like, hey, I know you want to go do this and do that, but I'm hungry. Maybe you wouldn't have felt so bad and end up throwing up when you finally did eat and all that. She was like, she's like, I felt bad because like, dang, did I not see the signs that he was like not feeling well?
Well, men can mask very well. Y'all be masking, think y'all gotta put on the brave face all the time. But that's the purpose. That's something I talked to my husband about. That's the purpose of finding a woman that you ask to be your wife. Like, we're here as your partner to help you. We care, and you don't have to hold it in. And I think, I don't know for you, but my husband had never truly dated a person that truly cared.
Yep, that's what I was like, I've never had nobody that really truly cared for me like that, and I like in those times let me kind of like let my guard down.
Yeah, because I remember me and him, our first Valentine's Day together, I bought him a gift, and he does photography, so part of the gift was a personalized camera strap, like a leather personal. And he was so touched, and he was like, nobody's ever gotten me anything for Valentine's Day. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean ain't nobody know for Valentine's Day? He's like, I'm usually the one buying everything. And I was like, oh, that's weird, but okay.
Because even like last year and even like this year, but like especially like last year for my birthday, she was like, it's your first birthday. Like she said, like, planned the whole like little thing for me to go out to eat.
Yeah, I threw him a whole surprise party. He didn't even know about it.
Like even this year, because the day before, well, last week was my birthday, and I was like, yeah, I really don't want to do anything. Like she spent like this little for us to go do like a little wine tasting, and then she got me a couple little like Pokemon related gifts because she knows I love Pokemon, and she was like, I know you didn't want to like do anything super like huge for your birthday. She's like, so I figured like, I just want to get you a couple little things, like do one little fun
You
activity.
gotta get something.
She's like, but other than that, she was like, other than that, I was just like you said, you just wanted to just chill. She just let me just chill.
Yeah.
But she was like, it's like, but the day before when you were feeling upset, I was just like, oh, like, why didn't I say so? I was like, oh, I don't want you to beat you up. But she was like, no. She's like, I really like beat myself. I was like, oh, I didn't see it. Why didn't I know that he was upset and that he wasn't feeling well? Like, she's like, he just listened to me, like, oh, let's go do this errand, let's go do this. And she was like, you were like inside struggling. I'm like, okay, I can do better about speaking up.
Yeah, speaking up. See, my husband, if he don't feel like it, he gonna say it. Sometimes I wish he wouldn't speak up.
Definitely the class helped with that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. We just celebrated our second marriage anniversary on September 4th.
Okay.
I mean, not September 4th. That's our son's birthday. On September 8th.
Okay.
September 8th. So it's been a good journey so far. And like, I'm just, super happy that I have my husband.
Yeah, that's how I was like, I'm loving this. I was like, I'm happy. But
that's the goal.
Other than that, anything else you want to mention? Other than that, you can probably let the folks know all the social media stuff you got going on.
Yeah.
And
okay, of course. First, I'd just like to say thanks again to you for having
anytime.
me on, especially talking about such an important topic such as sickle cell. So everybody, if y'all want to follow me, if y'all want to get to know me, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at project.sham. That's me, project.sham. On Facebook, I'm Shamonica Wiggins Mays, my whole name. And if you are a woman looking for a dope-ass community of women to come connect with, follow us or join us on Facebook at Geeky Girls Dallas. If you join, please answer the questions so we can just approve it and not have to tell you, could you please answer the questions? So that's Geeky Girls Dallas, and on Instagram we're geeky.girls.dallas. And yeah, get out and donate blood tomorrow at the Singing Hills Recreation in Dallas. There will be a blood drive, so y'all come out. It's free. The event, it's a whole health fair. So Singing Hills Recreation Center tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So yeah, that's me, Shamonica. I'm happy that you gave me this platform, and I can't wait to see you and your beautiful wife in November, and y'all happy marriage.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, this is your boy Smiles. I'm here with my girl Shamonica, and this has been another episode, and we out.